Good Thursday afternoon, everyone. I'm meteorologist Dave Snyder at the National Weather Service with Alaska's statewide weather. Current weather situation across the Gulf of Alaska shows a 971 millibar low just south of Kodiak Island in the Alaska Peninsula. That's pushing a frontal boundary into the central part of the Gulf, with rain continuing around Haines and Yakutat this afternoon. Also looking at some light rain around Whittier and Homer. High pressures in control across the Beaufort Seacoast at 1,030 millibars. Some blowing snow reported around Kaktovik, and areas of fog across the north coast, with a broad area of low pressure across the Bering at 1,000 millibars, and high pressure to the south of that is quickly giving away to the remnants of Tropical Storm Nuri. As that continues tracking northward, a high wind warning will go into effect at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning for the western Aleutians, expecting winds there from 60 to 75 miles per hour, gusts on the order of 80 to 90 miles per hour, most of that peaking around late Friday and into Saturday. By Saturday midday, expect those winds to diminish. Hurricane-force wind warnings are also posted for Bering Sea offshore, generally west of 180 degrees, and also west of Kiska. Expect hurricane-force wind warnings to continue there for Friday. Storm-force winds are expected north of Adak and Atka, but west of the Pribilofs, and also for areas east of Kiska to Adak and Atka. At this point, small crafts and gales are in effect for some areas along the eastern chain and the Alaska Peninsula. The bulk of the wind will stay in the western part of the Bering as low pressure drops to about 925 millibars, perhaps even lower, by Friday afternoon. The storm will be positioned west of Attu and Shemya, with a frontal boundary sweeping across the central Aleutians. This will create some very strong gusts as it moves through the central Aleutians, and a strong southwesterly fetch will be moving into the central part of the Bering Sea. Not to be ignored is an area of low pressure south of Kodiak. That will keep south flow moving into the Kenai Peninsula and Kodiak with some gusts there. Look for periods of rain to continue around the Gulf Coast, with another wave of low pressure, though much weaker than previous storms, moving through Haida Gwaii at 1,010 millibars. By Saturday afternoon in the western Bering, the low pressure system is showing signs of filling in just a little bit. Still a potent storm at 931 millibars by the afternoon. Strong west and southwesterly winds will continue for the central and western chain, with much stronger winds closer to the core of the storm, that's north of Kiska and Adak at this time. By the afternoon, the front will pass through the Pribilofs and continue the southwesterly fetch into the weekend. With Alaska statewide weather, I'm meteorologist Dave Snyder.